Remember that your creative outline is due. That's not the video, that's the outline. I know some people had uploaded their video thinking that that's what I meant. So the video's next week. I just need that paper outline, that one that you uploaded and you're just filling in the parts and pieces of your speech. I will give you feedback on that for those that have handed it in already. You've seen probably, I hope by now, the feedback that I gave you. Okay, I'm kind of writing where you can add things into the speech, maybe redirect things a little bit, maybe add specific examples. Okay, and again, you don't necessarily have to put that in the outline itself, but these are things that are going to kind of remind you when you're making that speech where to add specific. You know, if you want to say, a couple of you are doing eulogies, and you're given different points, like, oh, he was a family man. Okay, we'll give some specific example. You know, I remember one time when, think about if you're at a funeral, right? People are bringing up the good things or telling little stories of that person. So make sure you're kind of adding those examples in. I remember a time when he or she, that kind of thing. So those are the kind of things you're probably going to see me add to your outline, the comments. You're going to eventually take those comments and you're going to kind of put them into that final draft that is not going to be due for not next week, but the week after. So that's one thing, that's due Sunday. The quiz of modules 3 and 12 are also due on Sunday. So make sure you have those done. I think other than question 1, everything is pretty good with this one, unlike the other one where I had to go in and kind of add points to everybody. I think other than question 1 being a little wonky with the wording, everything else is pretty clear. So if you you might see me add, depending on if you got question 1 wrong or not, you might see me add some points there. Next week we are going to meet on Friday. It's going to give you the week to work on your video draft. We're going to talk about that video draft today just a little bit. That is going to be due by Thursday, 11:59 p.m. Now remember, you're only doing 2 minutes to 3 minutes, 2 minutes to 3 minutes and 15 seconds. All right. It's only a draft. You know, you're going to get peer review comments on it. You're probably getting comments from me on it too, so that when you go to take it and make your final copy of it, you can kind of use just like this creative outline. You can take the feedback and use it to make your final draft. Now on, God, this is terrible. On Canvas, I'm going to show you what you're going to do. And while you're with me here, pull it up. Go down to people, pull up your Canvas and go to people. I want to make sure that you can all see the group that you're in. On there, you'll see something that says peer review speech groups. Click on that tab and you should see something that looks like this. Right, you can find out which group you're in by just pulling down. You're only going to be responding to the 3 other people or 2 other people that are in your group. That's the only ones you need to worry about. Okay, so once you find out what group you're in, what you're going to do is once you make that video under week 3 next week, you're going to post it here. Right, you're just going to upload the video to here. It's like subscribe to this. It's like a discussion board, right? So you're just going to upload your video to this. You personally are going to write 3 to 4 sentences. Doesn't have to be much. You know, kind of putting out there what you think maybe, you know, well, this is how I think it came out. You know, give me some, you know, thoughts on how you think my conclusion sounds, something like that. You know, how do you think what do you think are your weak points or your strong points with the speech? Only has to be 3 or 4 sentences. All right, you're going to put that in there. You're going to respond. You're going to put that in as a comment when you upload your video. Next, the 2 or 3 people that are in your peer group, you're going to see they're going to put theirs in here too. Everybody's going to upload to the same discussion board. You don't have to worry about everybody's. Just go to the 2 or 3 people that are on your list, watch their video, and then under week 3, you're going to see creative speech draft evaluation form. You don't have to do much writing on this. It's not really you're going to upload it as a Word doc to your computer so you can save it. Only 2 or 3 of them, depending on how many people's speeches you're doing. Put X's by it. It's asking you, did the introduction make the purpose speech, yes or no. That's all you need there. Creative speech category. What kind of speech was it? All right. Describe what the flow is. Do you think it was okay? Did it seem choppy? Okay. Put some kind of comments in there. Here it's asking you, now again, you just have to do X's or something like that, just because I know you're on a Word doc. Just put X's by what you think needs some work. Okay, like maybe their pace was too fast. Maybe you thought, well, it seemed kind of rushed, or maybe the first part was good, but then it seemed like you picked up at the end. And whatever it is that you want, maybe you want to say the pace was really good. Keep it the same. But whatever you mark in here and say you need some help, put a couple of sentences here to let the person know that this is where they need the help. Okay, what did you mean by you clicked that I needed pace help, or right? What did you mean? What do you want me to do? Couple of sentences explaining what it is that they need to work on. Once you do that, and remember, you're saving this to your computer, you're going to take it back to that person's speech on that discussion board, and you're just going to upload it for them, so that they're just going to see your upload of your document, and they can open it up and see what kind of comments you gave them. And remember, you're not doing everybody, just the couple that are in your group. And that's all. You don't have to meet with the group or anything like that. You're just kind of giving each other feedback, like 2 or 3 of you. Questions about that? That's okay, Selena. Everybody's good with that? All right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at that stuff too, and I will give you a couple comments too on your video. All right, so you'll have those comments. You'll have the comments on your draft. Okay, so you're going to take all that information, and the following week, that's when you're going to put it all together and put in your finalized draft of both. Okay, makes sense? Questions about any of that? Okay, if you do, I'm here. I have to save my voice. I have like 2 more classes this afternoon. And I'm happy that the library lady is doing one of them, because I would never make it. I'm here. If you have any questions, okay, just email me and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I'm pretty quick. And I look forward to looking at your videos. Remember, the videos need to be in by Thursday, 11:59. And then your feedback, those 2 or 3 feedbacks are going to be in by Friday, 11:59. But we're still going to meet next Friday morning, and we'll talk about that. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you going to like post reminders on Canvas so we know, or no?
Yeah. I do.
Okay.
I kind of I'll put something in there on Sunday saying I'm reminding you, or Monday or whatever to remind you.
Okay, thank you.
Wednesday or Thursday. Okay. Okay. All right. If you don't have any questions, then I will let you go, and have a good weekend. Okay. And I look forward to seeing you next Friday. Okay.
Yeah.